Hi, welcome to Truth to Tal and Isaac. I'm Tal.
I'm Isaac.
Episode number 55 coming at you tonight. We got a couple of good 55s. Oral Hershiser, real good pitcher. But I'm going with Dikembe Mutombo.
55. Yeah, it's a good call.
Yeah, Junior Seau is also on there.
I feel like there's a good Lions linebacker who's 55. Like recently. Maybe making that up.
Might be making that up. Tonight we're going to talk about Fans Guide to Seating in Sports. We're going to do Batman rankings and top 5 sandwiches. So, episode...
important stuff today.
Lots of cool stuff coming at you
very
tonight.
important.
Yep. But a lot off the top. Baseball, screw off.
I don't know. We're not talking about baseball.
John Morant, has he jumped into the MVP discussion?
All right. Let's spend some time on Ja.
He's so good.
He's in the MVP discussion just because he has to be, right? If you look at the
I think he's just outside of the big three.
Who like you have Jokic in that big three?
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't know why you don't have Jokic. Jokic is...
Why? I'll tell you why not. He plays as much defense as Tom Brady. Get it, guys? Tom Brady doesn't play defense.
No, he actually gets some boards. He had a block last week to save a game.
I know. Look, I think your MVP is Embiid by a mile. And
As long as Embiid stays healthy and stays in this role, he's the MVP.
Right now, the only thing is I think Philly might be second in the East, second or third. They've been kind of jumping up. I'd like them to be the 1 seed to Embiid to solidify it.
Whoa, hey, where's your pocket square?
I don't have one. It's okay.
Listen, if you're going to wear a suit, you need to wear a pocket square.
I'm wearing the all black
properly
today for Batman.
Oh, it's good.
Okay,
Batman tonight.
So Ja, super entertaining. Like maybe right now, I think he's the most entertaining player in the NBA.
I mean, my go-to has always been, hey, if we can watch Steph Curry, we'll watch Steph. I think I'd rather watch Ja right now.
Right now, if you're telling me like, okay, Memphis plays insert team and Golden State plays insert team, I'm putting on Memphis. Ja is he's very likable. He's very entertaining. I get nervous watching him because he goes up like just it scares me.
I'd like to see comparators with the Derrick Rose
Comparators is
MVP season. No, like they're just
the Derrick Rose MVP season extremely overrated, right? Like,
well, it was a good year.
It was a good year.
He will likely be the only MVP who does not make the Hall of Fame.
D Rose might be a ring away from Hall of Fame.
Well, who's he play for now? The Knicks.
Yeah, but
I don't think the Hall of Fame chances are so
he's
good.
Bouncing all over if he gets, I don't know, his knees can figure it out and he gets backs up
listen, I
Golden
like
State.
the rules, but Coach K, Mike Krzyzewski's been around for 40 years. Nobody can still figure out how to spell his name, but maybe the greatest coach in men's basketball history.
I don't care.
Who's the best guy who ever played for him?
I don't know. In college, probably would have been Leitner, right?
Yep, Leitner. Grant Hill was really good, but Leitner was better.
In college, yeah. I don't care about all Coach K's getting so much love. Like, oh my God, look at this. I don't care. Like, I could care less. He cheats and just pays people, and I'm sure bad stuff went down, and he knew about it, right?
More will come up in the next few years.
Yeah, I don't like all these college coaches. I don't love Coach K. Sorry, Duke.
Derek Jeter stepping down. Kind of interesting. Sounds kind of like he doesn't want to be associated with the owners, doesn't want to be associated with Miami. I kind of get that.
I don't understand. The whole Jeter thing is weird, right? Like, goes to Miami, makes that stupid Stanton trade, and then everyone just
traded everybody, and now they really haven't signed anybody.
And they don't spend money.
It's kind of like saying, okay, you're going to have dinner with Tal, and just expect him to be quiet. No, it's not possible, right? Miami's going to be a cheap franchise, and Tal's never going to shut up.
Yeah, I don't know. The Jeter thing is very weird. Okay. But if you get him to broadcasting, it'll just be him and A-Rod, and everyone's going to just talk about the Yankees still. So
yeah. Quarterback shuffle in the NFL, so crazy. Like, Rodgers can't make up his mind. Somebody really called him out the other day. Was it Barkley?
Yeah, he said he's
like the grade 7 girl, just always needs to be told every 5 minutes how pretty she is.
There's something along those lines.
Awesome. Love Chuck.
Rodgers is going to Green Bay. He's staying in Green Bay.
Think so?
Yeah. I originally...
Wilson, Wentz, there's so much trade rumors out there.
There was a stretch where I thought maybe he goes to Denver, but he's staying in Green Bay.
Yep.
Cap stuff? No idea how that's going to work.
Who knows? They'll just sacrifice this year. Great article on CBS CBSSports.com about LeBron and stopping the drama. If you haven't read that, go on and read it. You don't like it?
No, it's a good read.
It's a good read. It's hard hitting.
Yeah, it's hard hitting. It's just facts. It's not super it's not like Skip Bayless.
Who wrote it? You know?
I don't know, but
We should get him on the
show.
truth.
Respect.
Yeah, for sure we should.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, the LeBron and Lakers criticism is very much there. And then if you don't want to criticize LeBron's play, criticize his general managing.
Yeah, like LeBron has played well this year. He
Offensively,
has.
he's played well, yes.
Yeah, and there's times, but we know that about him. He's 37. Like I like he's probably 6th or 7th or 8th in MVP, which is still good.
No, he's not. The
But
Lakers
yes.
are like 6 games below 500. No, they're no. That's a
He's top
stupid-
10 for sure.
Maybe. I think that's ridiculous.
Okay, we'll have to
Having
get back to that
a
one.
sucky team. Like, I don't care how good he is, but
The Harden and Embiid stuff can be very interesting, but here's what's more interesting. Harden playing Miami tonight. Miami's a tough team to play against. Oh, my hips triggered.
it's I before Harden and Embiid played, I said it's gonna work. A lot of people, there's some people that thought they were cute and saying like, oh, it's not gonna work, blah blah blah. It's gonna work in the regular season, especially when they're playing like, who have they played so far? Like the Knicks and a couple other crap teams.
Oh, they had a couple good games, but
I want to see them play
see how they
Miami.
play in the playoffs.
I want to see them play Milwaukee. I want to see them play Brooklyn. That'll be
that could
fun.
be a first round series.
Yeah.
And Simmons hasn't played yet. So let's pop back to Lakers just for a second.
Sure.
Zion is now cleared for basketball activities. He's also cleared for the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, but that's a separate issue. Is it inappropriate?
No, I don't want to talk about Zion. Okay. It just gets me sad.
But here's the deal. They could pass the Lakers.
They're only
a game and a
I don't
half
expect
behind
Zion to be back anytime soon.
It'd be interesting.
I stopped that a couple months ago.
Russians should not be able to participate in any sport in anywhere on the planet.
I'm
Unless
good
they
with
want to denounce them being Russians.
Yeah, that's a good take.
NFL Combine, cool stuff, right? Walker, dude from Michigan State, ran real quick. Controversy coming out of Ann Arbor. Did you hear this?
I don't know.
Aiden Hutchinson. He's got T-Rex arms. He's got little arms.
Little arms. Kenny Pickett's got small hands. It's
Yeah,
so funny.
So
I don't-
it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Like our hope
no,
is
save the draft thoughts.
save.
I've got a lot to talk
Whoa!
about draft.
So we're not talking draft tonight.
Well, no, I don't think so.
Okay, let's not talk draft.
Because we'll talk too much about the draft.
Okay.
We have other stuff.
So
important
there's
stuff to talk
there's
about.
lots of stuff going on in the world of sports, but let's get on to these friends that we know.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so Isaac and I have friends. It's a father-son combo, and they've gone to a lot of sporting events, and they suggested to us that we talk about some of the tricks of the trade that these friends have.
This is unrelated to us seeing many Pistons games past couple
And,
weeks.
and Tiger games the last few years, unrelated. And
Unrelated.
that trip to Boston,
Unrelated.
unrelated.
This is a different. I think that what's the dad's name? Val.
Val.
Oh, Val.
Val. And the son's name is Isaiah.
Oh, Isaiah. Yeah,
Yes.
Zeke.
Yeah, Zeke.
Zeke. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
good guys. Good guys. They
Val,
talk about.
Val and Zeke, they do talk about sports. They're good sports fans. We hang out with them a fair amount. So they go to a lot of games, and they just wanted us to share with our viewers because, we have a lot of viewers.
Yeah.
And actually people who listen to.
Yeah, a lot of listeners.
Some of the keys. So here's some of the keys. Scalping is important, and you could still do it. Even in the digital age, you can do it. You have to determine who you're going to scalp from. If you're going to scalp from a fan, you're likely going to get a better deal, right? Because what happens is...
What's scalping? Define it for the people.
Oh, scalping is when you do not have ticket prior to the sporting event. You go there with a great deal of confidence, and you buy a ticket from somebody off the street. You're either buying it from a professional scalper whose job it is to buy them from other people and then sell them. Obviously, they want to make their money off of it. You can sometimes buy it from people that are just walking in. They've got extra tickets. This father-son have actually been given tickets.
Yeah.
The father's actually been given tickets on multiple occasions over the course of his life.
Okay, but the son is younger, and
The son is younger.
give him a couple years.
Yeah. Like over the course of their lives, I think the son will probably get more tickets given to him total because he's learned a fair amount from his father.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So here's the key. If you're going to, if it's not your team, like you're going to Chicago or Wisconsin or a place like that, like this, the dad and a few of his buddies, one's name is Mike Fogley, right? You know Mike Fogley? Not related to Mike Ogley, like different guys completely. They went to Wisconsin once, and the first time they went, it was the first time they ever went to see a Michigan game away. They wore Michigan gear, and they had a very difficult time buying scalper seats.
Yeah, that's it. Scalping. You throw on a, right? Like you throw on, if you're in Wisconsin, trying
Just
to get
throw on
to-
a red shirt.
You throw on anything red, right? If you're going
Yep.
to, and if you have, right, if you're in Toronto and you got a Jays hat or a Leafs thing, throw it on. It makes it easier.
For sure.
I want to say this is all what's his name? The son's name?
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Or Zeke.
Yeah. This is all Isaiah knows. Like he
Oh, he doesn't know regular stuff.
No, he does not know he doesn't really buy
Like
them
people,
online.
our mom, well, we're talking to them last week. They went to a Pistons game, and she said, "Where are your seats?" And what did they say? We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. 'Cause they really don't know.
There's everything like
So why don't you talk about basketball, Pistons games? I think they've gone to some Pistons games lately. They told
yeah.
us.
So the Pistons, they are actually good now. Like they've won like 5 of their last 7, and they look really good. But besides the point, their record is terrible, and they're going to get a lottery pick again, a high pick. So there's a lot of empty seats in these games, and it's pretty easy to go down to those nice empty seats, from what I hear.
Yeah. So key is you need to get into the lower bowl, right? Because Val and Isaiah, they buy upper bowl seats,
Yes,
right?
always.
It doesn't really matter where, and they don't care.
No, they
Right,
don't.
they're generally together because it doesn't really matter to buy them separately. If you're scalping outside, you can buy
You can get a
two
couple
separate.
singles. Yeah.
Singles are fine, but so you get upper bowl seats, and then you just walk around, and you have this is when you have to be a little bit strategic. So they told us you have to look for like an usher who's not really paying attention or doesn't care very much.
2 things. Back turned, right? If you can get a back turned, whether they're with somebody or they're talking to their buddy or whatever. Like, so if you can get one that's looking away, or you can just get a chill dude who's just clocking in, clocking out, and watching some hoop,
Yep,
and that's the worker.
yep. And
Then
you just walk by,
give 'em the
and
nod.
just give them a nod.
Yeah.
So-
Either the up nod or the down nod.
Yep.
Let's actually spend a minute on the nods.
Sure,
It's
why don't-
just a universal thing here.
It is a universal thing.
So I think the up nod is an informal type of greeting. Like I would like, what's up?
What's up?
The listeners right now know what we're doing. I think
Absolutely, they do.
So the upward
And the
nod,
listeners right now, they're doing nods themselves in their
They're
car.
practicing.
Yeah, they're practicing nods.
Then there's the downward nod, which I think is more of a like respect nod.
Yeah.
Like I'm a young guy. I do the downward nod of respect to a lot of people who are older than me or superior, right? Like you know what I mean?
Yep.
So just the nods, you give these workers the downward nod of respect, and I'm a big waver, nodder. Hi, hey, how are you? Right?
Yep.
Just give them the nod, and then you act like you belong. That's a really big part of this, from what I hear.
Yeah.
Act like you belong, and another good one is you can act lost too. You either act like these are our seats, or you act like we're lost Canadians.
Je parlez-vous français?
Yeah. So, like, here's an example that they told me once. They were in their seats, and, some punks show up, like, halfway through the second quarter and say, no, these are our seats. So you have to move. And you just pull up, because the tickets are on the phone, right? So you just pull up the ticket on the phone and be like, oh, we're right up here. And then you just move up a row, or wherever you see available. So, sorry, we're new, we're
So
lost.
when you're sitting in seats, you want to try and have space in front of you, space on either side, and space behind you. So it's a quick little.
You want a
move
couple,
over.
if you can get a couple backups, in the second half, you really don't. Not often will you get kicked out of seats in the second half. Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But usually, like, if you can get through the first quarter, it's not like because there'll be people that come like an hour late. That they go to games just to post it on their stories, not to watch Kate Cunningham.
Correct.
And we go to watch Kate Cunningham.
Well, we go. Like, we're
I mean,
sitting in our seats in the upper
But
half.
we sit in our upper.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah,
Yes,
you're right.
absolutely.
I forgot.
Yeah.
It goes without saying.
So, how do you dress?
Like a fan.
Like a fan, right? Not too nice, not too bummy. It's okay to make some noise,
Yes.
right? Because you're fans. You need to be careful because I heard they sat like with Pistons family members. So
Yeah.
you just need to like understand your surroundings.
Right? Like if you see French people, don't crap talk Killian Hayes.
No.
No, right? Like if you see anyone speaking
No
French,
Skillian Hayes.
they're related to Killian Hayes, you don't say, man, I love Killian. He's way better than Tyrese Halliburton. You just have to hammer that home.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, so Yeah, be aware of who's around you, obviously.
Boy, I think we just need to give a shout out to our technical crew because we spent a fair amount of money improving the lighting here. The lighting's solid.
So yeah,
Yeah,
it's solid.
so
I'll
if
do a post
you're
about it.
just
Keep talking.
listening and not watching, you should spend a minute and just log on to our YouTube channel and see how good the lighting is. It's so good. And also to see my suit, because my suit looks great with the Play for a Cure logo, right? Play for Cure is important. You should like check that out on
Talk
Instagram.
about that some more.
Yeah. No, it's important.
It is, yeah, it is.
And you'll see that Isaac is woefully missing a pocket square or the Pell Flower.
I'm in
one
the.
of those
It's
two.
for Batman. I'm in all black. We're not talking about
Batman
Batman.
can still have style.
Yeah,
Okay,
all
so
black.
enough about basketball. I want to talk about baseball.
I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, so I wrote down a couple of baseball tickets because Val and
Okay, yeah.
Isaiah also go to a fair amount of baseball games.
Yes.
There's more scalper seats with baseball games than you would think. There's just a fair amount of tickets that are floating out there just about anywhere. Baseball, you can buy singles. It's easier to go from upper deck to lower deck just because it's more wide open and there's more expansion.
Yeah.
And you can just kind of easier to go from section to section. You probably, sorry, their suggestion was start off behind first base, maybe 15 rows up. 15 rows
Yeah,
behind.
they change it up.
Yeah, then they move up a few rows more. So, like probably third inning, they're about 5 rows behind first base dugout. And that one time, that nice family gave them tickets. So then they bought
kind of
nachos
a
and
beer.
beers.
Yeah,
And then we
that's
sat down and had a good chat with the father and the son and the daughter. And the daughter went to University of Michigan. She probably listens to our show, Katie McCall. Then Val and Isaiah moved to behind home plate.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not greedy. Like, they do not sit in the first 5 rows behind home plate.
It's in like the third.
No, it's usually 4, 5, 6. And
third
then they
a lot of
text
time.
their family or us and say, turn on the Tiger game because they're on TV. Mm-hmm. A lot.
It's really easy with baseball.
Baseball's
It's
really
also
easy.
because like you can literally buy a $5 ticket
Yep.
and
Park on the street. Actually, parking. That's a good point.
Yeah, spend a minute. on
We can talk about parking because that's perfectly legal what we do. We
I think-
have
is
we,
it?
Yeah, we just find
Okay.
a street parking 5 or 6 blocks away. 2 reasons. 1, it's free. 2, you avoid the rush of traffic around the stadium. So it's easy out.
And it's a good workout because we usually end up running at least
Yeah.
the way there or back.
Yep. We usually run there.
Yeah,
No,
like
we usually. Well, it depends on food and Chick-fil-A and
time.
virus checking for all that stuff and things along those lines. Scalp for separate tickets up way high. Watch the usher that's not paying attention.
I want to emphasize it's extremely easy to do this from what I hear because
It really is. We might try it next year.
because the Detroit teams are so terrible, and in
Yeah.
a couple of years the Pistons are going to be winning conference championships, and the Tigers are going to be making the series. So
I think people know that we did scalp an entire weekend of Boston, and we did not
talked-
move from our seats.
I think did we do that on the show?
Oh.
I feel like we must have.
we did.
Okay.
Yeah, early on, like
Okay.
teens maybe.
Teams.
Cheer for rebuilding teams. Look for people in need, not professional scalpers. Again, Val and Zeke, they've got lots of tickets just thrown their way or for next to nothing
Just be nice.
because they look like fans. Be
Yeah.
a fan. And what's the worst that happens? You get asked to move. You get asked to move 2 times. Like, if you get asked to move 4 times, then an usher's probably going to say, Val, Isaiah, you've been here before. Why don't you go find your seats? Then you just move a section over.
These guys were in Miami when we were there, and also went to the Heat game.
Yep.
Well, we sat in our nosebleeds at the Heat game. They actually moved and got kicked out like 7 different times because
wow.
Miami, no one's there.
And there was 4 of them, so they had to split up.
And in Miami, there's no one there to watch basketball, at least in the regular season.
Yep.
So
But it's a fun place to watch a game. Like, even from
it was
the upper
awesome.
deck.
It was awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
we loved it in the upper deck. But
Yeah.
they get kicked out at like halfway through the third quarter because people are just showing up because Miami traffic or whatever, and you just keep moving. Like it's okay if you have to move 4 or 5 times.
Have confidence.
Really have confidence. Either have zero confidence and just be like, oh, I'm sorry, this is my first time here. I don't know where my ticket is, or just be like, oh yeah, we're up there. Or just keep moving. That's what they do.
Or sometimes you say, they say,
Yeah, we're
my,
not here
my
to-
seats are up high. I'm just trying to catch the game. And
Yeah.
then people are like, oh, it's cool. It's
Respect.
next to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, respect. That's Isaac Oakland.
Yeah, respect.
Yep. Okay. Seating from Val and Isaiah. Thanks for the
Thanks,
content.
guys.
Good content. Batman rankings or sandwiches?
I don't care.
Let's go Batman rankings.
Batman. We can talk about Batman real quick.
Okay, cartoon dudes don't count.
I agree. Yeah. Even though there's actually some good cartoon iterations of Batman. I haven't
I
seen
know.
them, but
Yeah. Twilight Guy does not count because I've not seen it yet.
okay. So can we talk about Twilight Guy real quick?
Sure.
So I haven't seen Batman yet. I'm going tonight. I'm gonna actually rank. I'm predicting where I'm gonna rank the new Batman.
I can't do that.
Well, I'm smarter than you, and I can.
You're smarter than me, but you cannot see into the future.
Yes, I can.
You can?
100%. I'm gonna predict where he will fall.
Oh, do you predict that Cade's going to win Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, it should.
And if he doesn't, we're gonna be in an anarchy and take it down because.
Oh, we should protest. Oh yeah, we could take over like something, can't we?
Yeah, we should.
Val and Isaiah would totally be in.
No, so Batman. I'm going tonight. Very excited. It's like 3 hours, so I don't know when. I'm gonna have to find like a 4 p.m. show to go with you.
Me? Yeah. 3 hours for me. Like I'm hoping they can do like a 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. showing.
No, what you need is like that. You need them to divide it into like 45-minute sections.
No, if I get one solid nap.
No, that's not true.
No, it's true.
You fell asleep in like Endgame, I think. I'm pretty sure you did, and we saw that. I saw it with you Saturday at like 2 p.m.
Yeah.
And you fell asleep multiple times.
Just too short little naps.
Did you fall asleep in Spider-Man? Probably.
Did not.
Okay.
Did not.
Yeah, that's pretty tough to fall asleep.
So Batman rankings. No Twilight Guy. What's his name?
Robert Pattinson.
Okay.
Remember that name because he's gonna be
I heard
Batman.
he's good.
He's gonna be sick.
That's it. Okay, so I've got number 5. I've got George Clooney. Terrible movie, but he was a half decent Batman.
So I watched those when I was a youngin', like those old Batman movies.
Okay.
I actually have Val Kilmer and George Clooney just tied for last.
Okay.
Because I remember them the same way. If their movies were any good, it'd maybe be a little better.
I agree with you. Yeah,
But the movies suck and they're just weird. I remember they weren't terrible as Batman, but I have them. Dale was calling me. Should I?
Yeah. Hey, I'll throw Dale. So just so we know, Dale's a big fan of the show. He's one of my favorite people. He's a huge part of Team Town Nation.
You're live on the truth.
It's actually possible that he might be executive director of Team Town Nation. You executive director of Team Town Nation, Dale?
I'd argue I'm the founder, actually.
Probably the founder. Yeah. Anything you want to say to our fans?
I don't know. I'm on the spot here.
Are you excited for Batman? We're talking about Batman right now.
Oh, we got what? An hour and a half? Hour 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Soon. Actually, Dale, I'm just going to give you a thing to think about. I'll talk for a minute, and you can answer. Okay. Actually, 2 things to think about. One, you have to pick one actor that's your favorite Batman. Hold that thought. We'll get back to it in a second. And then the second thing you need to think about is top sandwiches are on the show tonight. No burgers, no bagels. Those things don't count. Top 5 sandwiches. First of all, let's zoom. Actually, can you stay on for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Isaac and I are going to go through our Batman rankings. Okay. And when we get to number 1, you can chime in. Sound good?
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. So number 5, I've got George Clooney. Who did you have?
I had George Clooney and Val Kilmer tied for last.
Okay. So I now have a tie for 3rd. So I'm going to go through both of my guys, which is 3 and 4, obviously. So I've got Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck. Both were half decent, but the movies weren't great. I give Ben Affleck the slight edge over Michael Keaton. And why would I give Ben Affleck the slight edge? Who was in the movie?
Gal Gadot.
Wonder Woman. Yeah, Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. She carried that movie.
She totally carried that movie. But Gal Gadot puts Ben Affleck in 3rd, just a little bit ahead of Michael Keaton, but it was really close.
Okay,
so who do you got? So you get 3 and 4. Who do you got?
So I have Ben Affleck here. I didn't really like his Batman, mainly because he was just a brat and mean to Superman. And I'm a Superman guy. We are Superman men.
Yeah.
Superman men. And he's my favorite, I think.
Yeah.
And
Ben Affleck, Batman, really should have seen a therapist.
Yeah, a couple.
Hit some Zoloft, dude, or something.
So I did not really like Ben Affleck's Batman, and the movie sucked. The Justice League director's cut that came out that we talked about, that's like 4 hours long. He's actually better in that.
Yeah.
But I don't love Ben Affleck. Then I have Michael Keaton.
Okay, so we're right there.
You were sleeping on Batman 89, the first Batman.
It was okay.
That movie is sick. That movie is awesome.
So. I don't think so.
That movie is. I remember watching that on VHS as a youngin.
We might try and watch it again.
The original Batman is really good. Dale, when was the last time you saw Batman 89?
Long time. I'm a big fan of the show though, Adam West.
Oh, what? As a matter of fact, Second Batman in
No
my ranking
way.
all time, Adam West.
That's ridiculous.
It's
That's
not
stupid.
ridiculous. He was so good.
I didn't even rank him because he played Batman in like the 1920s. And
No,
it was
he
a
played
joke.
it in the. But you need to understand the period and how much of an influence he had on literally millions of people. Adam West, number 2. Dale, that's why you're the founder and executive director of Team Tell Nation.
Dale, this is your fault, right? Like this Adam West praise, like Adam West Nation.
He's probably my 2 as well.
Okay.
Wow.
So
I have him
I've got him
unranked.
2. So who do you have as 2?
Robert Pattinson prediction.
How can you predict the
predict-
Twilight
I'm-
guy
I'm
when you haven't
predicting
even
it.
seen it yet?
I'm predicting it. He's gonna be sick.
Man, Team Isaac Nation is
No,
shrinking
just
as
wait.
we're talking.
No, wait. I'm gonna watch Batman, and you're gonna watch Batman, because it's making tons of money. The people are gonna watch Batman and be like, "This,
Fair enough.
this guy's
fair
sick."
enough. Yeah, and I
this
think
is
it'll
gonna
probably
hold
will
up.
be pretty decent, but I think it's too early. So okay, so I've got Adam West. You've got Twilight
He's John
guy,
Morant, dude. He's gonna be like, he's just ascending.
and I'm relatively certain that Dale picked Adam West. I think we all probably have the number 1 guy. Christian
Yeah.
Bale's mine. Dale
Yeah, it has to be Christian
has
Bale.
to be Christian Bale.
I'm
Isaac.
Bale as well.
Okay.
You want to pull out Adam West or something?
Yeah,
No.
not even close. He was great. Just the right amount of darkness, but also badass. He
The
was
movies
good.
are sick. I
The movies
think,
are so good.
like, if you swap like Ben Affleck in those movies, maybe I like it. Right? Like those movies are the best Batman we've ever got.
Yeah.
And the Batman I'm seeing tonight is going to be up
I
there.
think we need to talk just for a second about how Batman has broken back repaired.
in Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises, so good. So like the Chechnyan dude pulls him up. He's like his back is broken.
like-
he's holding by the
he's,
hands
like, on a rope.
And the Chechen dude just like hammers him in the back a couple of times with like Ivan Drago right crosses.
Yeah.
And fixes his back.
Big right, and then
It's
it's
awesome.
Like there's some bone cracking and some grunts, and then
He's better.
and then
he's,
Christian
then
Bale
he's doing
climbs,
sit-ups.
climbs out of the
Yeah.
jail. That's such a great scene. I was watching that.
No, what was it?
Hassa, he, hassa. And then and then they're saying something like, "What's that mean?" Rise. That's so sick.
That's
a
awesome.
Great scene.
Yeah, very good.
Dude, do you have anything like we're just like holding you here? Do you have anything to say to the people, to Team Town Nation, to me?
Nothing for you ever.
Thanks, buddy.
Like, just go Team Town Nation.
Listen, I appreciate the support. You want to jump into the sandwich conversation? We'll just stay along because you're on a roll, buddy.
I can't really think.
Okay,
I'm
so
not the sandwich guy.
again, you just need to come up with one solid one. Isaac and I, I've got a couple of honorable mention. Do you have any honorable mention?
I'm gonna give Dale a shout out. Dale and I were playing some ball together today for a couple. Like we're on the same team for a while, and like pick and roll is pretty deadly.
Yeah.
Dale, back me up.
Pick and roll with Isaac is the only basketball motion I understand. So yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. No, you said the big pick, and they probably have to go over top of it, can't go underneath it because you just hit the J. So then is he rolling and you're hitting him with the dish or what?
Yeah, he's always ready. Dale is always ready in the paint, and he's got good hands.
He's got good hands.
And like half the time, I don't know when it's going to him, and Dale is just always ready. And when I throw it to him, he catches it and goes up strong like 9 out of 10 times.
Albano family's getting lots of shout outs because Doc Albano a couple weeks ago, I was pretty much like Batman after I had to walk into his office with a cane and I walked out and I was pretty much doing jumping jacks. So Doc Albano getting the praises.
Yeah, respect Albanos.
I'll let
Okay.
him know.
For sure. Well, he's a listener of the show, is he not?
I get him to tune into every one where you guys do something about old football.
Respect.
Old football. Okay, Jerry Rice, greatest football player in NFL history. That's old football right there.
Bo Jackson's my favorite
Bo
old
Jackson was
football
pretty
player.
good. Okay, so top 5 sandwiches, no burgers, no bagels, nothing goofy
No
like
hot
that.
dogs.
No hot dogs, no. Although you can debate it is a
That's
sandwich,
stupid.
but it's a separate
That's
category.
a dumb debate.
Yeah, I've got 3 honorable mentions. Classic toasted tomato and mayo. That's pretty good. Backyard tomatoes. That's good for sure. The Albanos have that one. The French dip, which you're not so familiar with, but that's like you get the shaved roast beef on a bun. You dip it in au jus. That's a good one. And pulled pork, slow cooked, lots of hours. Some
That's an
slaw
honorable
on there.
mention? Man, okay.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I've
What
got
do you
some
got?
honorable mentions.
You got some honorable mentions? Go ahead.
So chicken parm sandwich.
Oh, that's a good one.
See, chicken parm, like it's chicken parm's primary form isn't in sandwich form.
Correct. I agree
So
with you.
therefore, it's not like if it was its primary form, pulled pork primary form is in a sandwich. So I've got chicken parm sandwich is an honorable mention, and then I have Nutella sandwich. Just because,
Oh, yeah, that's
like
good.
that's not one you're going to all the time,
Yeah,
but like it's just
good.
solid cash
Yeah,
money.
It is. So in my top 5, I have 2 of them that are kind of not known by the world, but they're pretty popular in the Chutners.
Adam West sandwich, like
No. So number 5, I got the classic PB&J.
yeah, I thought you were gonna have that.
Yeah,
That's-
so
that's
you're not
fine.
you don't like that, but you would understand how I like it, and a lot of people do.
So my 5, it's tough to say because a lot of them are like variants of one another, right? So I'm just gonna put 5. I'm just gonna put a ham sandwich, and that can come in multiple different forms. But having ham as your number 1 seed in a sandwich, always good.
Okay, yeah, solid.
I think that's a solid like primary ball handler.
Yeah,
ham.
number 4, I'm going with a Philly cheesesteak. Fair amount of onions, fair amount of peppers, pretty greasy. Like you expect that you're gonna have like grease on both forearms, all over your mouth. Philly
So you
cheesesteak.
got Philly cheesesteak 4?
Yeah.
So do I.
Do you?
Yeah.
Nice. Good. Okay, it's good.
So yeah, I had one in Florida last, not in Philly, in Florida, and it was pretty solid.
Yeah, good. Now number 3 is pretty popular in the Chudner household. Olive bread from Avalon Bakery in Detroit on Woodward. Grilled chicken from the Eastern Market. They marinate it for you, then you grill it on the line barbecue outside. And then fresh mozzarella from Lotus Farms. You do those 3 ingredients, a little bit of sauce, and you put it on the panini. That's a great sandwich.
Okay, so my numbers are off, so we'll make it work. I got prosciutto and ricotta.
I mean, your
here.
numbers are off.
I screwed up the ranking. Like something you would do, I didn't do
You
it right.
make fun of me all the time.
Okay, because you mess up all the time. I've only done it once. Dale,
No,
back
I
me
just
up.
have so much
Dale, back
passion
me
that
up.
I have to like.
No.
I insert extra ones because they're so good.
Dale, you're probably on my dad's side again.
Of course, always.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in town.
Okay. So you got prosciutto and ricotta
Yeah.
on what?
I don't. Doesn't matter.
No. I think I like that on a panini.
I
Just so you
yeah.
know, I've got prosciutto ricotta with just a little bit of heat, maybe some of that
There's
grizzled
some,
hot
there's
pepper.
some olive oil on it.
Yeah, some olive oil or some of that hot pepper sauce. Panini, that's a great sandwich.
Yeah.
Really, we need to give a shout out to Giglio's for that, right?
Shout out Julius.
Yeah. Shout out Dominic and the Kumpar.
Yeah. So am I up now? Or?
Yeah. What do you got for 2?
I pulled pork.
Oh, pulled porky too. Yeah,
I
good
think,
sandwich.
like it's
Yeah.
not when you have a lot, but whenever you go to it, like it's just a solid 25 points off the bench.
Yep.
Like 6th man in the year.
Yeah,
pulled
Vinny
pork.
Johnson, pretty much.
Yep, 6th man of the year.
Yeah, Dale, are you ready for your number 1 sandwich?
I got one on my mind. I'm not sure if I'd say number 1, but it was the first one to come to my
Okay,
mind.
well,
so
what?
I'm gonna
Let us
say-
hear it. Let the fans hear it.
I'm a big fan of just like a simple grilled cheese.
Oh yeah, that's classic.
That's a really good take. Yeah, I like
Dipping
that.
a little
Yeah.
ketchup in there.
No.
No.
Good job, Dale.
Okay. All right, grilled cheese. I respect that, but I'm going the sandwich that I had the most in my teens and 20s. Reuben.
Okay.
Yeah, corned beef, little horseradish, a little Thousand Island dressing, grill, fair amount of butter. It's a good sandwich.
So I've got, actually, it's funny that you guys use those in that order, because my number's rough, right? So I have 2 sandwiches remaining that I want to praise.
Okay.
Any grilled cheese and then corned beef.
Oh, there you go.
So you guys kind of, like, we're all
Perfect.
friends today.
Yeah, we're all friends today.
So yeah, grilled cheese comes in a lot of, like, so many different forms. Grilled cheese can come in, but having that as your primary,
Yeah.
and then corned beef, solid. Don't get to have it a lot. I don't, but corned beef is awesome.
I went to Eastern Market today, and we went a little later than than we normally did because we had to play tennis and go to work and stuff. So there was a lineup to get corned beef, easily 20 people long. Not at the place where we go, like pretty close to the front on the right. We got to try some corned beef from there.
Yeah,
I didn't want to
next
wait
time.
for 20 people, but
Yeah.
we'll get that.
We get some from mom too, or
Nope.
no?
Nope.
Dale, you want to come get corned beef sandwiches with us in Detroit?
Sounds good.
And we're gonna go watch a Pistons game and sit in the upper deck.
You know
where our
what?
seats
We
belong.
got some good tips from Val and Isaiah. You'll hear
He
the
doesn't
episode
understand
earlier.
that. I don't like. He doesn't know what we're talking about.
No,
right
no,
now.
but we have these friends who sometimes move up when they go to games and have some tricks of the trade that they shared with us that we shared with our viewers tonight. Because we would obviously never do anything illegal.
illegal. Do you understand?
Yep.
Okay. Val and Isaiah.
So, if anything to like bug Dale about, or is he allowed to get on with his life and do important?
No, you can
business?
get on with your life. Say hi to the family. We like all your family. And you guys have fun tonight.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Oh,
on,
wait.
guys.
Sorry, Dale. One more thing. You need to start playing tennis because you'd be a good tennis player, and
He would.
you need to hit with Isaac, and then you guys play for a little while, then you take on some of the Prison Rules boys.
You know what? I'm down, but the time you guys play at it changes my schedule. I'm doing 8 a.m. runs. You guys are doing early morning tennis.
When are you doing runs? When?
Huh?
When, Dale?
Is this
Don't fall for it.
No.
Don't fall for it.
Dale wasn't falling for that joke for about 2.5 years.
No. Okay. So, but work it in. You can like go later with Isaac on a weekend. You guys should hit.
I was gonna bring a Les today. We'll go with a Les and maybe Evan.
Yep, perfect.
Oh,
Evans,
yeah.
Evan's good, and he talks. He's got good game. He's got good trash talk.
Me and Evan will take you guys.
Okay, episode number 55. Thanks for tuning in. If you want some gear, let us know about it. And also let us know about some of the other episode stuff we were talking about. I think KD actually gets credit for this topic, the top 5 sandwiches.
Sure.
I think that was KD. Isaac works with KD. Shout out to KD. Not
Dale-
Kevin Durant.
not
Different
from-
KD.
Dale, say goodbye to the people.
See you guys.
Okay.
See ya.
Thanks. See you, everybody. Dale, I'll talk in a minute.
All right, too.